How do those experiences where obviously you're getting with fans and they're out and they're everything you do, so what's those moments like for you to be part of those kind of experiences?
It's still incredible. I mean, I'm just blown away at how many basketball fans there are in the world, but especially here in the Valley, how excited they are for the game of basketball just, inspires me and keeps me going, to be honest, man. So anytime we can get in front of our fans and give them an insight to what we do outside of just 7 o'clock on game nights, that's pretty cool. So it was good to see everybody. I know it looks like everybody's excited for the season.
Curious, just through training camp and now the preseason games, what's your overall assessment of how it's going, the progress, and those type of things?
It's early, man. Like, we got a long trek ahead of us, so I think we've been stacking great days, though, so I don't want to look up and see what the progress is. I just want to keep going, keep stacking, and I'm sure, quarter away through the season, a third through the season, I'm sure, we'll figure out what our true identity really is, so. But I think we're putting together some good days of basketball, good days of teaching, and we'll see where that takes us.
The last thing I had was you and Nurkic just seemed like an offensive chemistry. You go back door, he finds you. You find him on cuts. What's that been like for you to have that kind of synergy already with the big?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had synergy with big fellas. They sacrifice so much of their games to get scorers like myself open, and to make themselves available and doing certain plays, and then they don't get all the credit for it. So I feel like it's on all of us as scorers to have that chemistry with the bigs, no matter how long we play together. So I think since day one, we all empowered Nurk to just play his game and do what he needs to do in order for him to get his game going, and then we'll figure it out. So he's been passing the ball well. He's been making the solid reads, and it's only getting better. So we're all growing together.
To go off what Dwayne was asking about, how important is that second side going to be with him when you got Brad and both on one side and you two working it on the other?
Yeah.
A lot of teams like this where there's 2 or 3 really dynamic scorers on the floor. How long into the season does it take you to kind of assess the way teams are traditionally guarding you, or does it change on a night-to-night basis?
Yeah, I mean, it may change. It depends on the coaches you're playing against. But I think the best part about what we're doing is we're preparing for anything, being able to play against multiple defenses. And we got guys that can score on multiple, body types, longer, smaller guys, bigger, stronger guys. So we got the experience in doing that. It's just being prepared each night and being ready to play when the ball tips up.
Eric Gordon's a veteran. He's been on a number of teams in this league. What is it about his game that he's able to come here and just fit in so seamlessly?
He can shoot the basketball at an insane clip. His whole career, that's been his MO, but he could do much more than that. Like you're saying, once you get a closer look at him, dribbling, handling the ball, bringing the ball up, being able to guard from 1 to 3, sometimes maybe guard a 4 for a possession or 2, be strong and hold him up a little bit. So he's just a basketball player, to be honest. You can put him in 2 or 3 different positions. He's a veteran. He works like a veteran, and just grateful to have him, be around him every day.
What did it mean to bring Bradley into the
Say it again?
What did it mean to bring Bradley into the fold?
I mean, it's great. I mean, we're all coming into the fold, to be honest. It just all feels new with Coach here. This feels like a whole new team, obviously, from last season. So we're all trying to figure things out together. We're all just helping each other, to be honest. Brad is doing such a good job of providing experience that he's been in, I think it's 9, 10 years in the league. And so we're all just bringing something to the table, which is helping us all out.
As somebody that is relatively new, what advice would be giving them about moving here?
I don't give anybody any advice, to be honest. If you got questions on something, he'll ask me, but he hasn't yet, so I'm sure he's fine.
When it comes to Eric, something just to notice from the preseason already is that shooters like to catch it on the hop. When the ball comes high, he jumps with the ball. Do you remember seeing someone do that before?
Yeah, I think shooters just adjust to the pass.
Okay.
He got such a strong base that he can leave the ground and come back and still land in the same spot and shoot the ball. That's elite athleticism. But I always feel like he played with some of the best passers, guys that are James, Chris Paul, guys like that can get him the rock in any spot. And he's been training his body to shoot shots like that for 16 years. So it's normal at this point.
Katie, how good
Final
did it
question.
feel to have those big offensive outbursts right away in their first and third preseason game?
Oh, it feels good to play together the way we've been playing. It's been a lot of ball movement. But I think it starts from what we do on the defensive side of the ball. You've noticed in the 2 preseason games that we all played in, when we got stops and was able to make multiple efforts on defense, that's when the game just blew open pretty fast. And we were trading baskets with teams like we did in Detroit for the first 3 or 4 minutes and in Portland for the first quarter. It looked like an even game. But once we got multiple stops in a row, then you start seeing them outbursts. Because once we get out in transition, you start swinging that ball 2 or 3 times in transition, I think that's when we're dangerous. So it all starts on our focus on this defensive end. I know that's cliche, but that's really what it is for us if we want to be a good offensive team.
All right, thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks.